Welcome to Megapath Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today let's talk about Fear the Walking Dead and look at some images that were released recently. I think these images just came out today. Now, I only had 10 minutes of free time to kind of put this video together for you guys, and I really wanted to because I've been neglecting Fear the Walking Dead a little bit. I mentioned it in the live streams, and I just keep forgetting to come back and dedicate a video on it. So I have a few minutes. I sat down and I thought, let's look at these images together, because I was just starting to get more excited for Fear the Walking Dead now that it is definitely right around the corner. We're in May, it's coming early June, but these images here kind of disappointed me a little bit. First image, we got a character with a bloody eye patch. And I thought it was funny when I saw this, cause I thought, what if we're getting another governor character? They were like, we don't care anymore if it's too similar. We're giving them a governor. We see Madison jam a knife into a guy's face, and it looks like this is the same guy. So apparently she didn't kill him. Apparently she took out his eye. And later on, I think we see the same dude. So you let me know. But here is Nick, and he's either seeing a bunch of walkers. It looks like him and his girlfriend are trying to escape out of this area, this sewer area. And then this is the look of dread when he runs into his mother and a herd of walkers. Originally, I would have just said his, a herd of walkers, because I believe that's what was in the promo. Now, here's what I mean about them being in the sewers. So, since they were captured and she's wounded, it appears they escape from the look of these promo images and the trailer, but it appears they escape as soon as they're captured because she is still wounded. And we get this image of her still bloody from being shot. You got someone's bags on the ground, and this is close to where they were captured, I would assume, with the army guys. There's an army truck in the background. There's those tunnels, and those tunnels, I don't know if they lead into that area that he was at, and a couple other characters are seen in those tunnels. But here's Travis, and this is what I'm saying. Did they really need to show us that they connect? Here's Travis carrying Nick's girlfriend, and then the next image has Ophelia with these other guys, and I'm assuming, and she looks all geared up, so she got with the program overnight. She's going to be a part of the border control, or whoever these people are, and I think these are part of the good guys. The people that Nick ran into are the bad guys of the border group. Now here's Strand with a guy in a suit in the zombie apocalypse. That's a little ridiculous, so let's keep it moving. This is the area they were holding him over. I think maybe they do that after this meeting. Maybe somebody gets to the hotel. I doubt they're even going to keep the hotel in the story. It's an active hotel in real life, so they might just have Strand on the road for whatever reason. I would think they would have the hotel in one episode for one scene. It gets overrun or some crazy stuff happens. We see Strand in a promo shot holding his bloody hands or something. So maybe the hotel gets overrun immediately and he has to flee. And that takes his story out to wherever he is now. Now, this is the guy that looks like the same guy who got stabbed in the eye. So we're going to get a little look at the army base, but it doesn't look like we're going to get a long look at it. We're going to get a look from the point of view of Madison and Travis, I believe. And then Nick and whatchamacallit are trying to flee, because it looks like Madison and Travis and Alicia get captured in the beginning of this episode and brought to the same area, and Nick and Ophelia are trying to flee, and this is when they're going to run into each other. And here's Travis just being a beast, taking out some walkers. I like that image. That's badass. And here is another. This is the first image I saw that somebody sent to me, and they said, Ronnie, tell me that's not Madison. Like, everybody that was sending me messages, just none of us get it so far. Maybe it's not a big deal, I guess, in the fandom, but them being separated and leaving it off, in the end of the season, I just felt that would be something we would be surprised when they ran into each other, or they would build up that moment. You know what I'm saying? But they just straight show it. Not only do they show Madison meeting up with Nick, but this guy is the guy who found Ophelia. So everybody meets together. So maybe in the first episode or the first and the second episode, literally everybody who separated last season comes back together. I would not be surprised if Danny Salazar pops up out of nowhere and he's like, "What's up, guys? Can I light your barbecue?" Like, let's say they're having a barbecue out back and he just pops up to get it lit for them. Anyway, here's Nick pushing a walker, and I didn't notice this. I looked at this image 3 times, and it's not like we needed a clue, but I didn't notice this the first 3 times. But if you look in red, I circled, that's Madison. So we could kind of piece together already that he's making this escape from the sewer with a injured girlfriend, I forget her name, and if you look in yellow, that looks like her shoe, and if she's injured and on the ground, we can piece it together that he comes out, you know, they're surrounded by walkers. At the same time, he's fleeing, and this is still that army base. We got Madison and Travis there. We saw Madison stabbing the one guy in the eye, so apparently they knew, she overheard something about her son. She did that, started a ruckus, and then they ran into each other as Nick and Ophelia were escaping through the sewer area. And then they made one big getaway. I don't know, maybe the walkers are going to be some ex machina where the bad army guys have everybody trapped in this army location, and the walkers pour in, disrupt everything long enough for everyone to get away in the Madison and Travis's group. Here's Nick's girlfriend, which leads me to believe that after they get rescued by the conveniency of the mother and son meeting up with each other, they run into the guy who took in Ophelia, and this is her healing at his ranch. This is how it looks, and I hope not. I don't know. Tell me, am I just being too picky, or is that way too convenient that they all run into each other right here? Maybe these are images throughout the whole season and not just the first and second episode, but if this is all in the first episode, man, or if it's all spread out through the season, where's any suspense that they meet up, or when they meet up, how they meet up? I don't know. I want to go into this being surprised and getting a good story, but these promo images just really drug me down even more than I was already. Here is mother-daughter eating at some kind of area that looks like they have a lot of food and they're not rationing really good. That's pretty much it. So you leave down in the comment box down below, what do you think of these images? And you let me know if you think I'm being a negative Nancy. Because 2 days ago, I started talking, after my live stream, I started talking myself into being more excited for Fear the Walking Dead. It's right around the corner. It's a new zombie show. Boom, boom, boom. It's going to get better. I just know it. And then as soon as these images dropped, that excitement was just ripped right out of me, right through my guts and out of my ass. It just yanked it right out. You guys let me know some thoughts and opinions in the comment box, and we'll continue this conversation maybe next week in another impulsive live stream. We got 2 live streams this weekend, one Friday and one Saturday night. I'm on the East Coast, so figure out your time zones if you can, and I'm going to try to do it around 9 o'clock on the East Coast in the U.S. So, thoughts and opinions in the comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn.
Subscribe now.